Happy Wednesday. I am doing a video on different, seam ripping techniques. They have different types of seam rippers. I use the big one because it's easier for me to grasp. They have the smaller ones, which I can't use because I can't control it. I use my snippet. I sometimes use my small scissors. They're very sharp at the top. I have used razors, which I usually use the hand razors on denim, heavier fabrics, duck canvas, stuff like that. So the key to, I'm going to do this shirt. There's several different parts to seam ripping. One is finding the thread you need to actually seam rip. Two is identifying which part went on last, because you have to take it off last on to first put on. You got to do backwards. I don't know how else to say that. So yeah, last in, first out. So that's how they do it for production wise. So they have a few stitches here on this pocket, and the thread is right on it. So for a thread that you can't see, I do the picking method. And all that does is prevents you from ripping the fabric. And yes, it is a job trying to figure out where the thread is. Sometimes, like now, I turn it on the wrong side because it's usually less fabric on the wrong side, so you can see the outline. Fabric makes me cough, thread, all that stuff. It drives my allergies insane. So I'm picking, as you can see, and I can see the thread easier from this side. It just depends on the material. And this is going to be a short video, but I wanted people to see, I want people to get from my videos is that pro or beginner, we all do the exact same things for sewing. No one is exempt from seam ripping. No one is exempt from restitching. Everyone pops needles. Everyone pops thread. Everyone loses needles. We all take hours pinning stuff. Basting stitches takes forever. They are necessary steps in sewing. And no one is exempt from them. Because you need to do them. So I've got a hole. I've got a little hole. And I'm going to take the seam ripper and take my time and slide it up. So you don't know why alterations cost so much, because it takes forever trying to get something off. And some of those dresses, oh my goodness, they're inside out, and then they put them together. Then that's inside. It's like so many parts. So you spend an hour, 2 hours, sometimes 3 hours getting something apart, because you got to take your time with the stitches, especially if it's a delicate fabric. Yeah, I can't charge you $20 to fix a cuff, but it took me 3 hours to get inside of it. It's crazy. So you basically could just take your time, and sometimes you have to just pick all the way down. Sometimes running the seam ripper down is not a good thing, because it will rip the fabric, and you try to keep the thread apart so that you can see you're only running the razor part of the seam ripper on the thread you're trying to take apart. And you do need to pull on both parts of the fabric. Just know you're pulling on it moderately. You're not trying to yank it or pull it to separate the thread like with all your might. That will rip the fabric, the separating fabric, and the anchoring fabric. We're almost there, almost there. And this is just for a front t-shirt pocket. Cotton is a whole lot. Cotton and different knits are a whole lot more difficult to seam rip because they're not like structured material unless they have a stabilizer on it. But I started this, I started taking this out when I got on here. So y'all see how long it is taking me to get through this one. Sometimes denim is hard to get into, and that's a very sturdy fabric, but the stitches are embedded in there. So we got it separated. And this is how it looks. Have a few threads, but nothing is ripped, and that's what you want when you I'll show you the other side too. So, and you just take your time and pull the additional threads off. That's it. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave and let me know. I will be doing a continuation, day 3 of the quilting blocks for the quilt that I'm working on Instagram, and I'm going to show how to get the desired block size if you're going to do other blocks. How do you measure it? And we'll do it on paper, and then we'll do it on fabric. Have a great day.